Joining us now is Scott Shelley, Senior Vice President with TJM Investments. Scott, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Hey, we will start with the grain markets. How are they looking on this early Tuesday morning?
Well, you'll hear it 1,000 times for the rest of the day, but it'll be a little bit of a turnaround Tuesday. Wheat and corn up 4 cents each. Beans clawing back 9, so it looks like we're off to a good start.
We just recently got the crop report. Things still looking fairly good. As we head through the next few weeks, what would be the biggest detriment? Would it be high heat or too much rain?
I think it's starting to be heat. I mean, I took a nice long trip this weekend from northwest Indiana all the way to northeast Iowa. So I caught it all the way across Illinois. Saw a little bit of 2 other states with Indiana and Iowa. And I would say things look a lot better than I was told they did. There's been a big turnaround since June when everything was a lot wetter. But I think that they think, and I talked to a few guys, especially near our family farm, that say that we need a little bit of a drink. If we don't see some precipitation in the next 7 to 10 days, they're going to start really taking the top off. So believe it or not, we need some rain.
All right, things are looking good in terms of crops. So you've got oil down, you've got gold down. You said a turnaround Tuesday. We're going to start to see a turnaround in some of the other commodities in the markets.
Well, I think we've got some good cash prices in the beef market, so that's why you saw that market rally so hard. And we've gotten through the seasonal low, I guess, as far as demand goes, and it looks like demand's picking up. So both cattle and hogs look good again, and structurally, if you take a look technically on the chart, they look a lot healthier than they have done in the past. But I think that we also have to keep an eye on the strong dollar. The dollar is a little weaker today. That might be helping the commodities or the corn, wheat, and bean markets bounce a little bit. We did have a crop conditions report yesterday. I think the crop conditions report really didn't give guys as much as they thought they were going to get. Things are better. I think expectations were things to get even more better, and that's why you've seen the market kind of bounce here today. So up a little bit on a disappointing crop conditions report as well as a weaker dollar.
We're getting ready to head into fall here in the northern hemisphere, into the spring in the southern hemisphere. How are things looking down in the southern hemisphere? I mean,
I don't. So far, so good. I mean, their biggest issue down there really is logistics and operations. I think that if you take a look at the world on a macro sense, North America is going to be really the corn producer, and South America is going to be the bean producer, even though we both do both. But it's things right now look pretty good. And globally, we've seen grain councils around the globe up their production estimates. So that could be another headwind for higher prices as well. So I'm going to say around the globe, production's gotten better. We've got a strong dollar here. There's some things we're going to have to get through to see higher prices.
That is all of my question. Anything else you'd like to mention that maybe we haven't chatted about this morning?
No, I think it's going to be dollar denominated. Whether or not we get some water in the next 7 to 10 days, I think the crop is better than most believe it is. But right now, I think it's fairly priced. We've got 2 models. The conditions model is forecasting things differently than the weather model. So the weather model and conditions models are off by about 5 or 8 bushels each. So right now we're kind of in no man's land or purgatory, and we're going to have to wait and see how that kind of jumps out at the end of the year. And that's probably another 2 months. We have a report, obviously, next week, which everybody's gearing up for. But I don't think it's going to give us the answers that we're going to need.
All right, Scott, thanks for your time this morning.
Okay, good luck.
All right, thanks. Once again, that was Scott Shelley, Senior Vice President with TJM Investments. Coming up after the break, we'll take one last look at your weather forecast, and Kyle will be in to give you a sneak peek at what's coming up next on the Valley Today.